After the ceremony that lasted about an hour, he was led outside the palace to a huge waiting crowd of cheering people. The chief's musicians were playing their instruments loudly. Dan was lifted onto the chief's horse, ornately decorated with colorful material, and led through the streets of Azara by two of the elders holding the reins of the horse. There were thousands of men, women, and children lining the streets. The children were shouting to the new white chief, Zaki, Zaki, which in the Hausa language means the lion.
I was asked to respond to the people by holding up a firm fist in front of me, with my thumb sticking up, a fitting acknowledgement to the crowd. The horse ride lasted about 20 minutes, as my horse led me through the winding small streets and the open roads of the village. We passed the well to which I had contributed, and many people cheered when my caravan passed by. There was electricity in the air. I disembarked from the horse and walked a few yards into the middle of the crowd, mostly children, screaming, laughing, having a great time.
Danielle and Dr. Heidi had been walking behind the caravan along the route. They entered the chief's residence and had lunch with the chief's cabinet, while outside, the musicians continued to play their ancient instruments to celebrate this momentous occasion.
Congrats, congrats. Congrats, doctor.
What an honor. I'll remember it the rest of my life. It was just overwhelming. I still can't believe it. It seems like a fairy tale.
It is overwhelming for sure. I'm very proud to be here.
Yeah.
Very happy. That's wonderful.
After lunch, I was ready to disrobe, and we went back into the streets to walk to our waiting cars at the edge of the village. We met with the chief there, and he took us to the health clinic and introduced us to the nurse who was in charge. We took the time to screen about 400 villagers for diabetes. Our team donated blood pressure kits, diabetic medications, glucose meters, strips, and ancillary products for diabetes. As darkness of evening approached, we got back into our cars to drive back to the city of Lafayette. The ceremony was an album of memory, a dream, a wondrous fairy tale. I thought once more as our car drove away from Azara, has any American been bestowed with such a unique honor? How many Westerners have witnessed such a timeless ceremony? Was I deserving of such an honor at all? This golden moment in time taught me that all men are brothers. And even though our cultures are quite different, we can truly all get along. The words of Mark Twain entered my mind as the village of Azara faded into the distance. Travel is lethal to prejudice.